Hi guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I hope you're having a great day. I'm back today to share the tutorial on how I created these little flip books with the mini pocket letter tucked inside. And I do have a video where I shared these in detail and went through each of them. So I'll link that in the description box below in case you want to see how they're decorated and everything. These are all 3 different sizes, and I will also, in case anybody's interested in the different sizes, I'll put the information on where you score and everything for each of these in the description box below too. This one is using crepe paper, so I didn't see the name of the collection, so I'm just going to call it like the Hello Flipbook. And this one is using the Hobby Lobby paper collection. It's the Pink Passport, so I'll call this one Pink Passport, and then this one I'll call Girl Squad. And I was originally going to do this tutorial on this size, which is a perfect square, 4.5 by 4.5, but I tweaked the measurements even more because when I did this one, after I scored it and everything, and before I added the pattern paper, these flaps here, the base, there was about a 1/2 inch gap here, and there's still a gap right now, but that's because of the pocket letter in here. But there was originally like a 1/2 inch gap, and to fix that, when I matted it, I just cut the pattern paper, longer. To where it met up in the middle, and I did that for the inside as well. And then once I rounded the corners, you can't really tell that it was, too short. So yeah, this is how they open up, and there's a pocket down here that fits a memory dex card or tags or some other goodies, and this is where you tuck in the mini pocket letter. So I thought these turned out cute, and I'll be sharing how I put this together. So for this project, you'll need some scissors, you'll need a bone folder, a scoreboard, and an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and also another, if you want the pocket on the bottom, you'll need another piece of cardstock that measures 5 1/4 by 2.5, and I'll share how I added the pocket to the bottom. If you want to do it with the pocket on the side of the bottom flap, you'll see what I mean as I go through the tutorial. Then you don't need that additional piece of cardstock. So we're going to start with the cardstock horizontal. And we're going to start scoring on the 11-inch side. You're going to score at 1.5, and then you're going to score at 1 3/4, so just 1/4 inch over, and then you're going to score at 6 1/4, 6 1/4 here, and then you're going to score at 6.5. And that's it for the score marks on the 11-inch side. And then we're going to flip it, and we're going to score it at 2 1/8, 2 1/8 here, and 6 3/8 right here. So that's all the score marks. I hope you can see that okay. So that's all the score marks done. And then we're just going to start cutting out some sections and folding it. So this section here, where we scored at 1.5 inches here, we're going to cut out these little corners here, because this is going to create the flap that closes the top flap. So you're going to cut past the first score line and down to the second, and then just cut that square out like that. And the same thing on the other side. I hope I'm in frame. So we're cutting those little squares out. So these are cut out. And then we're going to cut in on the sides here to where the first score mark is. Sorry. Trying not to move my camera from my phone. So we're going to cut here, and then this is where you kind of have to decide how you want your bottom pocket to go. If you want the pocket to be on the right side, you're going to leave this flap. If you want the pocket to be on the left side, you're going to leave this flap. So I'm going to do it on the left side. So I'm going to cut this entire pocket off. Like that. And then I'm just going to cut on that first score mark from here, and I'm just going to cut the little section out here, the 1/4 of an inch little gusset here. And I find the easiest way to cut this is like this, to fold that in and then trim that little piece off. So there, we've got all our cuts done here. That's it, pretty much. And then you just start folding here. For the pocket up here, I usually do an angle cut, but I've got another one cut out where I'm going to show the pocket, so I'm just going to trim that one. So you're going to fold on all your score marks. And then this is basically it. On this one, that's what I usually do. I just cut like a little notch out, and then I just put a little bead of glue down here to form a pocket, a side pocket to tuck things in here. And then these fold in like a little gatefold card, and in this section here is where you would add the mini pocket letter. And for the flap here, I like to round the corners. So I just take my corner rounder and I round the corners here. And I'll go ahead and finish the pocket here. I just take some glue, wet glue, or you can use some tape, and just on the very bottom here, I add some glue, and then just, close that up. And when you glue this edge here, you'll get a little pocket. And that's it. From here, it's a matter of just adding your pattern paper, matting all the sections. And usually what I do is I just, measure the section, and I cut my pattern paper about 1/4 of an inch smaller on all sides. And that's how I get the measurements on the pattern paper. So there's your base. And then for the pocket letter, the way I attached it, I decorated and created the mini pocket letter, and then I just added some double-sided tape and attached the pocket letter down using the little extra area that's here on the edge where the holes are to stick it in the binder, and then I covered that up with washi tape after that, and then it flips open like this. So that's pretty much it for the base. And so this is one option for the bottom. And like I said, if you wanted to add a pocket that is at the bottom, I've got another one here. What I did with that one, so that the pocket will be on the bottom here, is I just cut the other flap off as well. So then you have something that looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and round the corners for the top flap. Like so. And then you can also round the corners here if you like. And this is where the extra cardstock piece comes in. That measures 2.5 by 5 1/4. What we're going to do with this piece of cardstock is we are going to score it. On the 5 1/4 side, we're going to score it at 1/2 inch. And also at 4 3/4 inch here, and then you're going to flip it. And on the 2.5 side, we're just going to score it once at 1/2 inch here. So you're scoring 1/2 inch on 3 sides, and then you're going to where the little score marks are, there's a little square here, and I usually cut off a little, like a triangle piece like that, so that you can take off some of the bulk on the corner. So then you've got something that looks like this, and you're just going to fold where the score marks are. And you've got a little pocket here. So we're going to take the base again, and then we're just going to glue this little pocket at the bottom here. And then you can tuck in the memory decks or anything kind of like, you know, right side up. And usually also what I do is I cut out a little notch in the center. I just kind of eyeball it, and I cut out a little bit of a notch for the pocket. And you can also use wet glue or double-sided tape to attach the pocket down. So I'm just adding a little bit of glue here, and I'm just using tacky glue. It's what was within reach. So there's that. And then you just take your little pocket and you adhere it down like so. And I probably should have, my little flaps are, there you go. They were not cooperating. So there you go. So this is one option with a pocket down here. And then this is the other option with the diagonal, well, with the pocket on the side here and a little diagonal cut. So you could just tuck something in there. So those are the two different style bases. Well, just the pocket's really different, but that's it, guys. It's really easy, and from here you just decorate and make it your own. And like I said, on this one, the finished little flipbook measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/2 or so. So that's it. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and that you'll give it a try. Let me know how it goes, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.